Hello, my dear students. Welcome back to my class. In the series of learning programming in C, in the previous video, we have discussed about how to initialize the 2D array and how to print that values using nested loop. Well, in today's video, we will see how to scan the values to 2D array, that is how to read the values to 2D array and how to print those values. So those who are new to my channel, please subscribe to my channel and click on the bell icon so that you can get the notification of all the new videos. Watch the videos till the end so that you can understand clearly. And if you like the video, please click on the like button and share the videos to as many people you know. So here we have the program to read and print 2D array. I have written only the half portion of the program which is going to read the elements into the 2D array. The remaining portion I am going to write afterwards. So I have an array of integer type. The array name is A. Dimension is 2 and 3. 2 cross 3. Maximum 6 elements I can store. It can be less than that also. Control variables I, J, M and N to represent the row value and column value. Now I'll say enter the order. So as soon as the user reads this message, the user has to input two values. You can also have a message that is still more clear. So I say two values. The first value I need to give for rows. So I say 2 rows and 3 columns. First value, second value. Then 2 will be stored in M and 3 will be stored in N. So M represents row, N represents column. 2 cross 3 means 6 elements I can store. 2 rows and 3 columns. So the value that what I have in M, let me write it here. The value of M is 2 and the value of N is 3. Enter the order means I need to input how many rows and how many columns. First input will be for row, second input will be for column. So 2 format specifiers M and N. Then you get the message, enter the elements. You can still have valid message saying that enter 6 elements. Based on the order, the user will enter the elements. Now, say enter the elements means the user has to start inputting the values. First input I am going to enter. Say I just give input 20. So this value I need to store in A of 0, 0. So I need to represent row value and column value. So how I am going to scan this? I am using nested loop. So let us see how this nested loop is helping to store the value to respective indexes. Now, I equal to 0. I less than M. So you have two loops. First loop will take care of the M. M means it is for rows and N means it is for columns. So this outer loop takes care of number of rows and this inner loop takes care of number of columns. When I get into the first row, I need to get into every columns also. So outer loop starts with first row. I equal to 0. So let me write the iterations. I equal to 0. 0 less than M. M means it is 2. 0 less than 2. This is what? The I value. 0 less than 2, condition true. I need to get inside. One more loop starts. I say j equal to 0. J less than n. N means columns. First row I am entering. I have to complete all the columns. So this inner loop will be executed completely. Means I have to get into all columns. J equal to 0. This is what the j value. J equal to 0. J less than n. N means columns. How many columns? It is 3. 2 rows and 3 columns. I have started with the first row. My inner loop started now. 0 less than 3. 0 less than 3. Here it was 0 less than 2. It was true. I started with inner loop. J equal to 0. J less than n. Yes, condition true. I need to execute this immediate statement. The immediate statement is scan an integer Say I have taken this, I have inputted this value. Take that integer, store in some addresses will be given for every index. Store in the address of a of ij. Say for example, the address for this is 101. Store in the address of a of ij. A of ij. What is I value? It is 0. What is j value? It is 0. So the first input that what I gave, that will be stored in a of 0, 0. So this 20 will go here. Okay. Then after executing this immediate statement, I only have one statement for execution based on this loop condition. So loop condition is true. So I executed the scanf, control to inner loop progress. J gets incremented. Again check the condition. So now let me write it here. J value got increased. It was 0. Now it is 1. J plus plus means 0. J value is 0. 0 plus 1, it is 1. So 1 less than, what is n value? It is 3. So I need to get into 3 columns. 1 less than 3? Yes. Condition true. Again execute the scanf. Scan one more integer. Store that in the address of a of ij. So a of ij means how much? This is what the j value. I is the same thing. The outer loop I value same. So for the given outer loop, the inner loop has to be executed completely. When the inner loop gets terminated, control will be to outer loop. With a new outer loop value, the inner loop once again starts from first. This is what the process of nested loop. If you have any confusion with nested loop, you have the video for nested loop. Okay. Now, so I'll go to inner loop. J gets increased. It becomes 1. 1 less than 3. Condition true. Again scan an integer. Say 30 I'm inputting. That I need to store in the address of a of ij. So a of I is the same thing. It is 0. J means it is 1. Row 0. First column done. Next column I'm going. So it is a of 0, 1. I need to store this. It is done. So 2 bytes 101, 102. The address for this will be say 103. Okay. Next. Again inner loop progress. J gets increased. Again check the condition. J becomes how much? 2. 2 less than 3? Yes. Condition true. Now execute the scanf once again. Say I am giving 40. Scan that in the address of a of ij. What is I? It is 0 only. Because I'm in the first row only. Row 0. I'm in row 0. Which column? 0 column done. 1 column done. 2. This is 2. 0, 2. So this value will go to a of 0, 2. Okay. Then again take inner loop progress. 3, I'll write it here. 3 less than 3. This is what the j value. 3 less than 3? No. Inner loop condition false. Immediate statement will be skipped. Control will be to outer loop. Now I gets increased. When I gets increased means to say I have done with the first row all 3 columns. See, row 0. It is column 0, column 1, column 2. Just like how we do with 1-day array, 0, 1, 2. That's what we did here. But it is with first row. Now, first row, all 3 columns done. I have to go to next row. So, I'll go to outer loop. I gets increased. Now, let me change this value here. Now, I gets increased. Check the I value here. I becomes 1. 0 plus 1, it is 1. 1 less than 2. M means it is rows. 1 less than 2. Condition true. Again get inside. Inner loop once again starts from first. So it is 0. Right? So now 0 less than 3. Check the condition. Yes. Condition true. Execute this immediate statement. So I am going to give the value say 50. Store that. Scan that integer. Store in the address of, say it is 103 done. 103, 104. This is 105. 107. 109, 110, 111 and 112. Some addresses you will have. Now, so here this value has to go to the address of A of ij. So what is A of ij? I is 1. I is 1. J is 0. 1, 0. My next value will go. Next, again, inner loop progress. So here the control will be to inner loop progress. J gets increased. J becomes 1. Then 1 less than 3. Yes, condition true. Scan the next value in the address of, so I'll give 60. Store that in the address of, say, A of ij. I is how much? I is 1. J is 1. A of 1, 1. Say in the address means 109 location. The next value will go. Again, take, after executing this, from here, inner loop progress, J gets increased. So it is 2. 2 less than 3. Yes. Store the next integer, so I'll give 70. Store that in the address, say 111 ij. I means how much? I, it is 1. So it is 1 0 done, 1 1 done. So it is 1 2. So my next value 70 will go to this location. Then again, inner loop progress, 3. 3 less than 3. No, condition false. Again, so this statement gets skipped. Now control to outer loop. So outer loop means I value becomes 2. 2 less than 2? No. So it has to come out of the entire loop. So this is how we accept the values. How to print the values? Let us see that now. So this is the continued portion of the program. So we just saw how to read the values into the 2D array. Now we have read the values. Now it's time to print these values in matrix format, that is in the form of rows and columns. So let me start the loop. So I say I equal to 0, I less than m. So it is 0 less than m. So outer loop represents rows and this inner loop representing columns. That you need to remember. Okay. So the outer loop is taking care of number of rows. Inner loop is taking care of number of columns. Now, this is what the I value. 0 less than m. M means it is 2. 0 less than 2, condition 2. Get inside this block. Inner loop starts. J equal to 0, J less than n. So, I am starting with the columns now. So, this is J value 0 less than n. N means that is 3. Condition true. Execute. See, you have two statements actually. But based on this inner loop condition, I only have to execute this immediate statement where I am trying to print an integer that is stored in A of ij with tab space. So I say 0 less than 3, condition 2, execute this immediate statement, print an integer that is stored in A of ij. I means 0, j means 0. So what do we have in A of 0, 0? It is 20. So in my output screen, I am going to get 20. Then a tab space. Then inner loop progress. Immediate statement done. So based on this inner loop condition, only one statement gets executed. This will not be executed. Then control to inner loop progress. J gets increased. J becomes 1. 1 less than 3. This is what the J value. 1 less than 3. Check the condition. Yes. Condition true. Execute this statement. Print an integer that is stored in A of ij. A of ij means how much? It is A of I, it is 0. J, it is 1. 0, 1. So 30 and a tab space. Then again inner loop progress. J gets increased. How much? J becomes 2. 2 less than 3. This is what the J value. Again, condition true, execute this immediate statement, print an integer stored in A of ij. What is I? I is 0, J is 2. So that is 0, 2. 0, 2, I have 40. Okay. Then again, take inner loop progress. How much? J becomes 3. 3 less than 3, this is what J value. 3 less than 3, no. Condition not satisfied. This immediate statement gets skipped. Then, before going to the outer loop, I need to execute this statement, and then I need to go to the outer loop condition. So, it says Come to new line. The cursor will go to next line. Then outer loop progress. I gets increased. I becomes how much? It becomes 1. 1 less than 2? Yes. Again get inside this block. Start the inner loop from first. J becomes 0. 0 less than 3. Yes. Print A of an integer stored in A of ij. I is how much? It is 1. So this row 0, all columns done. Column 0, column 1, column 2. See? So it is 0, 1, 2. Now I am coming to row 1. This is row. Outer loop representing row. Row 1. I am coming to this row 1. Again I need to go to all the columns. Column 0, column 1, column 2. So it is 0. Inner loop representing columns. So it is column 0. This is always the first index, always row. Second index, always columns. That you need to remember. Okay. So it is 0 means row 1, column 0. Row 1, column 0. 1, 0. So 1, 0. What do we have? It is 50. Have a tab space. Again, inner loop progress. J gets increased. It becomes 1. Again, true. 1 less than 3. Print A of, this is ij. I means 1. I means 1. J means 1. Row 1, column 1. A of 1, 1. It is 60. Print that and have a tab space. Again, inner loop progress. J gets increased. J becomes 2. Then print an integer stored in A of ij. I is 1. So now it is 1, 2. Row 1, column 2. 1, 2. It is 70. Again, inner loop progress. J becomes 3. 3 less than 3 because there are no more columns. Inner loop gets terminated. Before going to the outer loop, I'll execute this statement. New line. Cursor will go to the next line. Then outer loop. I gets increased. I becomes how much? It becomes 2. 2 less than 2? No. I need to come out of this complete block. Get ch. Main program ends. So this is what the dry run of how to read and print the 2D array. Hope you have understood with this program. So this is what the complete program of two-dimensional array to read and print 2D array elements. We have seen the dry run of the program. Now let us see the actual execution of the program. Control F9 to execute. Enter the order. So we have to enter the row and column value. So let me say 2 rows and 3 columns. Enter the elements. This is 2 cross 3, 6 elements we need to enter. Say I just enter 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 and 60. 6 elements have entered. Now it is printing in the matrix format. So this is what the 2D array program. So that's all for today's video. See you in the next video. Till then, take care. Bye-bye.